Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today I have a very exciting video because as of just right now, Mad About Horror have given us a new exclusive look at Morris Costumes 2022 animatronic range, and I am very excited to finally see some new props for 2022. Like, as I said, these have just come out right now, so let's go ahead and jump right into the video discussing all of these new props. So let's go ahead and start off with the first one. By the way, these are in like chronological order of how the video is released. First prop, Rotten Harvester. This guy looks incredible. He is a Tower and Scarecrow prop, which is really interesting. We don't actually have many Tower and Scarecrow props. I think the only one I can really think of is the kind of pumpkin skeleton that we had at Home Depot last year. That was a really cool prop. However, this is a proper like Seasonal Visions classic kind of towering prop in the form of a Scarecrow, of course. He does have an interactive feature. He talks to his man-eating plant, which is also like a jack-o'-lantern, which I find really cool. He does sway side to side. He has a lot of movement on him, which I find really interesting. And the detail on this guy's outfit, and especially the face, is really cool. As I said, you do get a lot of animation, especially with his mouth and the little pumpkin he's holding. The mouth also moves and both their eyes light up. Really awesome prop. This guy actually goes perfectly well with the theme I'm going to do for this Halloween. It's a Scarecrow / pumpkin with harvest theme in general. I have a really cool thing planned for it. I'll have to do like a theme reveal video at some point and like haunt plan, but this guy would go perfectly with it. He might actually make it into that because I love him a whole time. Like, this guy looks really cool and I think he would look great in my haunted house this year. But anyway, that's pretty much enough on him. Let's go ahead and move on to the next prop, which is the Servo Chrome witch. As you can see, this witch is insane. The movement on her is incredible, and that is thanks to the Servo Chrome motors, which she now has. And there was speculation about whether Morris Costumes would include this in their props, and it turns out that they did. And this just helps this witch look incredible. This is like Disney level stuff, because the way she moves just looks so natural, and I think that really helps this prop. I'm not normally a fan of witch props, however this just definitely gets an exception. It reminds me of Soothsayer a whole ton, however this one doesn't have the crystal ball and instead like sways side to side and her head looks up and down. There is so much movement on this, it would be nearly impossible as of right now to determine how many points of movement it has without seeing the mechanism and how it works. Such really awesome, cool looking prop, and it's cool that it uses the new technology. As we have the digitalized the LCD screens from 2020. Looks like we're now getting the Servo Chrome motors. Really happy with this prop, and I really hope I can get it. As I said, awesome prop, love the design, and it does have the digitalized too. A lot of these props actually do have the LCD screens, which is nice to see, and I think it works really well with this witch. Obviously, the room that she was shown in as of like the demo video is pretty bright in there, so you can't really see the image on the eyes, but I'm sure it looks great. That's pretty much everything to say about this prop. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, and as you can see, this prop is really cool. Like, it is very unique. It is the hulking werewolf, and I think this is a direct callback to last year's lanky werewolf. As you can see, they're pretty much exact opposites of each other. This guy is huge. Like, he's very good. He's another centerpiece prop, and he's impressive. He is really big. I'm expecting him to be about 7 feet tall, and he doesn't have a lot of movement. However, I don't think he really needs it. The fact that this guy's so big anyway will capture anyone's attention, and I think he'll look really great. I love the flannel shirt he's wearing. It just gives a definite callback to classic monsters, and it's a very unique prop, I'm going to be honest. I was not expecting this at all. He's very unique, very new. We haven't seen this guy before at all, or anything like this for that matter. Huge fan of him. I think he's going to look really good in any haunted house if you decide to get him or whatnot. And that's pretty much that for him. He also has the LCD eyes, by the way. Next prop on this list, it does look familiar at first, however it is different. This is Pesky the Clown. And Pesky the Clown, it is basically Big Top Clown. However, this variant is a towering variant of the Big Top Clown. And I think this actually works very well implemented into this prop. I think it personally does work for me. I'm like a massive fan of the colours right now. The red and the yellow, I think it looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and nickname this guy the Ketchup and Mustard Clown. The colours just remind me of ketchup and mustard for some reason, but anyway, moving on from that. Really nice prop. Does not have the digital eye screens, however I don't think he really needs them. Really nice prop. Pretty much has the same movement as the Big Top Clown actually, because he just has the head movement and then the light up eyes and mouth obviously. Really cool looking prop. And yeah, but we have technically already seen this prop before, except this variant is towered, so it is nice to see a new variation of Big Top Clown. And let's go ahead and move on to the next prop, which is basically another clown prop. It is the Tumbling Clown animated prop. So as you could probably already tell, this seems to be the fourth version, or the fourth part of the Clown Doll series, I guess you could say. Since we got the Seesaw Clowns, we also had the Ferris Wheel Clowns and the Merry-Go-Round Clowns. This looks to be like a clown on a trapeze. It's very different, it's something unique. I find it really funny how the clown just kind of tumbles over. It's a very neat prop, like I said. I actually think this would look really good in any carnival theme, like on a table or whatnot. It's a really nice little piece. I think it definitely brings the scene together. And while I personally don't think I'll really get this prop, I do think it's actually very unique and cool. And yeah, I think it's really cool. It's nice to see another clown doll prop since we haven't got another one for like 2 or 3 years now. However, really cool prop, very unique, like a whole ton of these props on this list. Let's go ahead and move on to the next prop, which is my personal favourite for sure, the Graveyard Host. So as you can see, this guy's real tall. He definitely reminds me of the 10 foot to 12 foot towering skeletons from Home Depot. I can't remember exactly how tall they are, but this guy just reminds me of him in every way basically, except he is now clothed and has a theme to him. He's a gravedigger, so he definitely reminded me of the Victorian gravedigger we got last year. His design is pretty much the same, except from a few differences, such as the lantern, it seems to be a thinner one, and the shovel seems to be the exact same. But it's really cool to see this made into a towering prop. Like, I'm sure this guy is huge, and I really hope I can get this guy. He's going to look great in any display, like a front yard as well. It would look insane. He's very eye-catching, and I think guests on Halloween will love him. I really like the movement on this guy. He actually does have a lot for a 12 foot, 10 foot towering prop, to be fair. And I think in a graveyard scene, he'll look incredible. And it looks like he does have light up eyes too, which is awesome. Huge fan of this prop, and I really hope that I'm able to get him. And finally, we're moving on to our last prop now. Man, I wish this came out like a week ago before I did my Costco video, because this would just be the perfect example. It is the whimsical Scarecrow, and as you may or may not be able to tell, it's like a direct, like, twin, if you want to put it that way, to the animated Pumpkinhead Scarecrow from Costco. It's definitely on the low scale for Bloods and Gore for seasonal visions. They seem to do this kind of stuff for Costco and things, which is why I would expect him to be there. He might actually come to Costco, but we'll have to wait and see for that. As of right now, he's coming to Mad About Horror, and I'm very happy about that. It seems to be a classic Scarecrow. I really like the look. He's also interactive, he talks to his crow on his shoulder. But as I said, this prop seems to be more kid-friendly than the other props on this list, and I do appreciate that actually. It's nice to see a break from all of the gorier props like we see. However, really awesome prop, and I would expect Costco to carry something like this year. Fingers crossed they do, because the Pumpkinhead Scarecrow, like I said, it's like a direct twin. Really cool prop. It does seem to have a new head mold too, which is interesting. So fingers crossed for that too. As the prop, I really like it. I think it's definitely great if you get a whole ton of like young trick-or-treaters on Halloween. This guy will do perfectly for your display. And yeah, that is actually pretty much it. That is all of the props we got released from Mad About Horror tonight. Really happy with all of these. My personal favourite as of right now would just have to be the Graveyard Host. I mean, that guy is insane. Really tall, really nice prop. I'm a massive fan of the light up eyes and movement, and I really hope I can get him for this year. Make sure to tell me in the comments down below what's your favourite prop as of right now. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will make sure to make any new videos if any new props come out to let you guys know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.